Are you okay?
No.
Are you having? See, I can't hide you. We're on a one shot now, so I can't hide you in your dysfunction.
I'm here.
Well, welcome to the Gonzo Radio Sports Desk. How come the camera is pointed way over here now? Did you adjust things?
I haven't touched anything.
You moved something.
Nothing.
Well, here we are. The Dolphins are at the half from Madrid, and they are tied 6-6. It is a kicker fest. You're just hating it, though, aren't you?
It's kickers.
It's like, it's more kickers.
It's kickers.
Yeah, it's more kickers. But really, really interesting slate today. For those of you who have noticed a change in my wardrobe, it wasn't just an idle threat. I am a big Baker Mayfield fan, and of course, I am going to rep big. It happens to be a Buccaneers jersey, but let me tell you what, I wouldn't mind collecting all the Baker Mayfield jerseys from Texas Tech to Oklahoma to Cleveland. Although I don't know, I think you might catch something if you wear a Browns jersey at least, and maybe a Browns jersey. But
you'll get instantly depressed.
Well, you know what should be a collector's item though? Is Mayfield's number 17 jersey after coming in off the street.
Don't look at him while you're talking.
Okay, well, coming in off the street. You want me to point to the doll where I was hurt? It's just right here. That's where I was hurt. Yeah, for the LA Rams, came in off the street and won a game. Started with 3 practices. That's the essence of leadership right there. He doesn't know the whole playbook, but come on, let's go. Let's go, huddle up.
Jump on my back.
Jump on my back, here I go.
Literally.
So that number 17, which is now being worn by Devontae Adams, that number 17, I'm sure there's some value to that. Because, I mean, the guy came in off the street and won a game. I think it was on Monday Night Football, too. So, this is why I believe in the Baker Mayfield magic. So,
yeah, he's in a good spot.
And it took a lot of disappointment by the Miami Dolphins to inspire me to actually wear another team's jersey.
You're coming around, though.
Well,
I mean,
LaDainian Tomlinson did it back in 2007. Yeah, the 1-15 season. He was my favorite fantasy player. We were kicking ass in fantasy, in league fantasy, and I got a powder blue 21 because, dude making me money. So I had to get some of that. I had to. It just had to be done. What other teams besides the Steelers would you wear? What other players? Like your favorite fantasy player jersey? Who would that be? And I know it's a kicker.
It's definitely a kicker. No, it's a punter.
It's actually a holder. You didn't wear your favorite yellow shirt.
I have it. I tried it on, and it makes you
look fat.
It's small.
It's small.
It's small. It'll fit if I don't move, but I'm afraid if I do move, it'll be like
T-move.
It'll be like Hulk. But,
stupid T-move.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, see, it's funny because right now, even the Steelers, as much as I love the Steelers, they don't live and die weekly anymore with how the team does. Because my focus over the last so many years has been such fantasy based that I'm into players more so than I am the actual.
Well,
teams.
that's kind of the depth of the question that I'm asking is what player jersey. What fantasy player jersey, because they've been a good fantasy player for you, which one would you be inclined to wear?
Man, I've really thought about it. It's always been more baseball jersey. When I think jersey, I think baseball.
Right.
But I don't know, for football, players that I like, That's interesting. I mean, there are Steelers that I still like. I mean, I don't know, old-time
Well,
players.
okay, I would wear an Emmitt Smith jersey because I had Emmitt Smith for like 4 years in a row.
Right. Well, we're
and
talking
won 2
old
championships
school.
with him.
Oh my God, there's so many.
You know, you have this conversation with Frank, he's immediately going to bark out Marshall Faulk.
I mean, there for instance,
because he for like 5 years in a row he had Marshall Faulk.
if there were a world where you had access to jerseys, like every Sunday you'd be able to find a different jersey. Like I'd wear a Lawrence Taylor jersey, I'd wear a Jerry Rice
Would you?
jersey.
Would you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Why not? All these players, all these greats. Oh my gosh. First of all,
Bo Jackson.
Oh, there's so many.
I'd wear a Bo Jackson like that.
I wore a Jim Zorn jersey if I had. I mean, it doesn't matter.
That's a little weird.
The point is that there are many players that I respected and I followed and liked from in all these years we've watched football. So it's more for me. It's more player based than it is than team based. But you know, whatever. I mean, that's what sports is. You know, fan is short for fanatic.
Right.
So each of us all have our own little thing that we get from sports, whether it's collections, whether it's fantasy, whether it's we talk about it,
whether it's a
whatever,
headache.
whether it's a headache, we get headaches too. But all of that encompasses what we enjoy from sports. So
Of course.
it's fun about it. It's good stuff. But there's
So way to dance around the subject. What?
I don't even
Good.
know. Well, current jerseys. I mean, it wouldn't be a Micah Parsons jersey. We'll talk about him later.
Okay.
Maybe it would be a
Foreshadowing.
younger type player right now, probably like a Drake May, for instance.
Oh, you like you some Drake May.
I think he is probably the best. He's going to probably end up being overall the best quarterback from that draft. There's a lot of good ones in there. There was certainly a lot of hype in that draft too with some of these quarterbacks. But you know, again, environment, landing spot, it's important. I think Drake May is probably one of the guys that I would probably grab his jerseys.
Well, then I was going to tell you that I do have a hard and fast rule. I can tell you who I wouldn't wear, and I won't wear a Patriots jersey.
Well, here's the thing. Now, in my personal life, as my wife Diana travels,
Your personal life.
she was just in Boston traveling through to go to Nantucket.
Right.
So putting on a Drake May jersey and going to Logan International, I'd be pretty popular. I mean, I
Yeah,
definitely
you'd
would
be like, hey, go Pats!
Yeah.
Hey, doing wicked good!
We
Hey!
got clams. We got clams.
And at least 2 out of the 3 people that said that would be drunk.
Probably, but that's
Probably.
fine. So I mean, I got a Drake May jersey. So
Although they have legal weed there, though. Maybe some of them would be high too. Who
on the
knows?
island too, they do as well.
On the island, oh, wicked pessa! How would you like to work the dispensary on Nantucket Island?
I wish I could give you the name. It's a catchy name.
Of course, it's a catchy name.
Yeah.
It's for rich people.
Yeah, it's funny. So anyway, not
All
that
right.
I've ever been there. I've driven by there.
So yeah, this isn't a weed podcast either. Big shout out to our friends at Odyssey who should be monitoring this show. And I encourage you to give me a call. We are more than ready to go and take up a time slot. I don't know what time slot would be bad for you? Nights after 7 o'clock.
Usually about 10.
And you already have people at night.
About 10 after 9.
Yeah.
That should work for me.
Yeah, I mean we're
In
not
the
going to take
mornings.
Joe Rose's job. And we're not going to take Andy Slater's job. We have so many good sports talk shows, especially on the AM side and on the streaming side. Hockman and Crowder, they're fantastic. Leroy Horde and the myriad of hosts that he has. I don't know, does he have a regular host that he's with? I've heard him with 3 different hosts this week. But yeah, we could hang with those guys because we bring a lot of info. And
we're taller.
And yeah, and I mean, because the whole deal with radio is you have to fill an hour and you have to fill 3 hours or 4 hours, whatever your time slot is.
In space.
Okay, so we have to go in an hour. We have to go segment, out. Next hour, segment, out. There's going to be at least 2 segments per hour, and some of that's going to be taken up with phone calls and jibber jabber and answering questions. And I can write the show.
I'll answer the phone.
You're not going to answer the phone. No. You're not going to answer the phone. We're going to be working for Odyssey.
Okay.
They're awesome. They have a million producers.
I thought we were just taking like entry level positions.
Listen, if we can get in the studio, that would be awesome.
I got a good phone voice.
But we can do remote here as well. You got a good phone voice? No, we don't want you on the phone. We want you spitting statistics. And I'll even buy better cameras, I swear. So big shout out to you. And now on with the show
And
into
I'll wear
our
gray.
first planned segment.
I'll wear gray.
You'll wear gray.
I'll wear gray.
You're good at that.
Yeah.
I'm still going to wear a Dolphin jersey or
All
something.
right. Yeah, we got football.
Okay.
Random stuff. Last week, fantasy wise, man, my little process, newer process of kind of taking players who I like, putting them in spots in the categories, running back, wide receivers, tight end, and such, and then taking from that pool of desired players and then using those guys. And I was really good last week because my pool of players was a strong pool. And not to go back through the names, but there were a couple of guys on there that just blew up last week. And I used the same approach this week. And again, the pricing structure is important when you're doing DK and stuff like that.
Which individual players were that blew? I
Nico
know that
Collins last week.
You were touting a lot of guys.
My favorite running back last week was A-Chain, and that wasn't super popular. But yeah, last week he ended up being the number one running back.
Super popular this week.
Yeah, so obviously, yeah. I mean, to this point, but again, what I did, my approach was just go through, get a pool of players, and then from that pool at the positions, try and make it work based on salary. And I just feel really good about my lineup again this week. So we'll go over some of that later on as well. But we just got
you're on a bit of a heater, sure, why not?
Yeah, I mean, we got random stuff. We got games to talk about. So we had a Thursday night game. We can kind of quickly talk about that game.
Must we?
Quickly.
Okay, what is it that you want to talk about that Thursday night game?
Well, just the results. I mean, we could talk about who won, who lost. So basically, the Patriots went in that as a big favorite, and the Jets are Putinki. And we were just talking about Drake May and the Jersey Love Affair.
Oh, okay. So here's my difficulty. Okay, and you being a Steeler fan, you should feel this a little bit too because they're breathing down your neck. Being the team with the most actual, we got 7 Super Bowls or 8?
6 wins, 1 for the thumb.
Oh.
But I would like to say that I'm no longer a Steeler fan. Wait. I'm a Steeler enthusiast.
Okay. So, I do not like the idea of the return of the evil empire. I do not like it one little bit. And a big shout out to my brother because he's showing that he watches all the time and he's a real avid listener because he's texting me with a bunch of bullshit.
Whoa.
In the middle of the show.
Oh, you can silence it.
But yeah, I know I can silence it. I'm going to silence it. It's not the point.
May I take a shot at him?
Take a shot at it.
Paper champion.
Champion.
Hope you're listening to that,
that's rough.
Buddy.
Oh, yeah. That's rough.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Savage.
Memories fall hard. So,
and there's a little salt there. But yeah, I do not enjoy the idea of the return of the evil empire. Your fans are over entitled, even now that you've been wandering the wilderness for the last 3 years. Now all of a sudden, we're back, baby.
Well,
no.
Here's the thing: the landscape.
You need to spend 10 years.
The NFL
without
landscape
a sniff.
is a slippery slope.
I know.
And week to week, there seems to be new stories and new leaders in the clubhouse, new favorites in the media, all that good stuff. So, yes, the Patriots are very good right now. They're playing good football. Their schedule hasn't been super hard.
Well,
there's holes in every. You can look at, and we talked about it last week. Every team has holes. You can find many stickies on every team and be like, well, maybe they're not as good as we think. And that's across the board because each team through this season looks a certain way, acts a certain way, plays a certain way. And then, again, it's football, and things don't always go to script. So, that being said, yes, right now the Patriots are playing good football. The biggest storyline for me today is the records of these teams in that division. Buffalo is, in a tough spot today, I think. They're going to play a team coming in that is hurt, that is wounded, but they're a scrapping team.
They're going to get somebody's bacon.
They're a playoff team. Tampa's a playoff team, and that's going to be a hell of a game. But that aside, the Patriots, they have earned the respect at this point.
No. Here's my conflict.
And I think Drake May's the guy.
Here's my conflict.
Coach quarterback.
Right.
That's a win.
I know.
That's important.
That's my conflict.
It's the number one.
The thing that I'm most conflicted about is the fact that, I like Mike Vrabel. I like Mike Vrabel. I would have fired McDaniel in a heartbeat to get Mike Vrabel. Yeah. Oh, you got to give him another year. No, you don't have to give him another year. You're fired. Vrabel in. You're out. Bye. Go. Whatever. Go back to San Francisco with Shanahan's crew. But Drake May, I had a love-hate relationship with him because he went to North Carolina. And I personally got to see him smoke the Hurricanes twice. Smoked them twice.
Yeah, let it go.
So, yeah, the kid's a baller, mad respect. I actually like him, but I'm sorry, you coach and play for the Patriots. So no, you still have 7 more years of punishment before you're allowed to win a playoff game. You get nothing and like it.
Well, Vrabel is a very good coach.
He's awesome.
He's
awesome.
Super player coach.
The guy sits in the tunnel and waits for every player and member of the staff to come in and hugs them.
Yes. He is a rah-rah motivator, culture setter, very important for a young team.
I still don't like the Patriots.
So, yeah, they're in the right direction. But, again, just like a lot of these teams with that sort of coach, you know, your coordinators are important. It's not just about culture. You still got to do X's and O's.
Yeah.
And if excuse me, and if you have everything in the right spot like that, and certainly it seems like it is to this point. Again, quarterback coach number 1, number 2, building the offensive line. It's there. Running game.
He rehired Robert Kraft's favorite stepson. Okay, McDaniel. Not McDaniels, or McDaniels. I don't know which way. Ours has no S and theirs has an S.
Yeah, you're minus an S.
Okay, so
it's kind of like Illinois and Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois.
Same thing. There's S, no S.
Yeah, that's Robert Kraft's
very confusing
favorite stepson, obviously, because this is like the 7th time he's come to work for the team, including 2 failed head coaching tries. And the defensive coordinator is probably, a linebacker coach from when Vrabel was a head coach or a defensive coordinator. They got the coaching staff set. It's no big deal, okay? And Vrabel is very good at finding young talent as young talented defensive coordinators and coaches, position coaches. That's not the point. The point is no, 7 more years. You're in timeout.
Let's segue into the game that matters and what we were talking about, Bills and Bucks. Bills are a 6-point home favorite.
Go Bucks.
Now, obviously.
Bucks.
At some point, the Bills have to smack somebody in the mouth. And
it's not going to be Tampa Bay.
And probably not, because Tampa's also a very physical team. But I think the line is telling you something. I think, the Buccaneers, we say it week after week, they've just been beat up. They just can't get anything right. I don't think Bucky's playing again today.
Nope.
So,
don't need him.
Again, you can say that, but you're going against, the team that everybody had pegged as 1 or 2 in the AFC this year, and rightfully so. It's the Buffalo Bills. It's Josh Allen. It's the whole deal. I made a comparison. We talked about a pre-show about coaching, and McDermott is getting heat. If this doesn't go well this year, they're going to look at that body of work, and they're going to look at him and go,
You can't get over the hump.
Yeah, you've had one of the best quarterbacks on the planet for
and
years.
You can't get over the hump.
And your problems are not getting fixed year after year, a la Mike Tomlin and the Steelers. It looked like Cook this year was like a gangbuster, and in the last few weeks, it's like there's the absence of a running game. There's still no deep ball threat in Buffalo, and it just seems like all the pressure's always on him. And adjustments and fixing these problems, it's just like, you know what it is, I think, and I've heard other guys say this, these defensive-minded coaches are just so rigid and so set in their way of doing things, where it's like line up and it's a mano-a-mano approach. And it's like, okay, at some point you have to read the room and catch up to what's really happening and be able to find people. If you can't do it yourself, have smart guys around you that can help you make adjustments that are needed to counter other deficiencies you may have in your program, or injuries that come up along the way.
And
something.
Listen,
real quick, and I'll let you go.
Okay.
Here's another example. We talked about this too. Use the Chargers, for example. And their offensive line this year has been decimated. They lost an all-pro left tackle, Joe Alt. They've been hurt all year. And what do? They go on a 3-game winning streak. 2 of the games on the road. And they're throwing the ball the most in football. Okay, everybody thought it was a running team. No, they're throwing it the most in football. Justin Herbert's been hurt, been hit the most in football. And yet they can still do it mid-season. Okay, get hit by a tank, get up, and get on a different set of tracks. Good teams, good coaches do that. And Buffalo today is a 6-point favorite against a wounded Buccaneers team, should control this game. This should be a statement game for the Bills. And there's no way to look at it. And if it happens that way, you don't look at the Bucs any differently. I don't think Buccaneers are a bad football team for going in there today and losing by 2 touchdowns. I just think it should happen at some point, because Buffalo needs to play a complete game, and they should do it against a team that is equal maybe in terms of roster, but is just wounded.
You lay in that 14 points, I'll take it.
I'm not saying that, but if it happens, it's more value to Buffalo than it is more of a deficit or more of a negative towards Tampa. if that happens. That's just my opinion of that particular game. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you what Vegas is telling you, and it's minus 6 points. I'm going to lay it. I'm going to take Buffalo today.
You're going to lay the 6?
Hell yeah, laying 6.
Oh, well, we start off not agreeing. That's awesome.
Well, you don't even have your broom anyway. So
yeah, no, it's over there.
Oh, okay.
I hope I don't have to use it. I'm feeling contrary today anyway.
Well, you have to because you can't take Buffalo and wear a Baker jersey on the show. That's not right. So of course you're taking Tampa.
What's next?
Let's talk football.
I thought we were just going into the games.
Oh, we can.
This is an organized, professionally
We're talking football.
Produced podcast.
Footballs are games.
Okay.
Let's talk about McCarthy. Then we.
You don't start with games and then go off the side. I mean, listen, you're talking. Yeah, I was going to say, and you're going to get into the coaching carousel right away too.
No.
Listen, I don't see McDermott going anywhere. Okay, I really don't. I don't. It's going to have to take a collapse for McDermott. If they miss the playoffs, then McDermott might be in trouble. Okay, it's just that simple.
No, I'm not saying he's in trouble. I'm just saying that, again, like Tomlin's not in trouble either. And that was my comparison. They're just coaches that just, they're very highly respected. They have a resume, but it just seems like in big spots or in spots where it's needed to be a really, really good coach that these guys fall short.
Schottenheimer. Oh, sorry, I did it. I said, excuse me.
I mean, I'm
talking about Marty Schottenheimer, not Brian Schottenheimer. Marty never won a Super Bowl.
We put players in tiers.
Right.
We don't put coaches in tiers.
Well, yeah, I do. I don't know about you, but
I
do.
It's never talked about. I mean, in the sense that, now again, because everybody knows who the good coaches are. I'm not talking about good coaches. Everybody knows who the good players are, too.
Right.
It would be I think next week, I'm going to come prepared for that. I'm going to make a coaching tier based on resume, based on their coaching tree, based on success in high leverage situations. Those are things that matter for me. So I'll do that next week.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad you'll do a little preparation. That's our pre-Thanksgiving show too. That's one before Thanksgiving. That's
all right.
Awesome.
So Vikings Bears.
All right.
McCarthy, by the way, 52% completion rate this year after the first quarter. Okay, that doesn't sound great, right?
And you were hypothesizing that he's going off script after the first quarter,
which is not working well
at all.
Yeah, so interesting. Now again, I know he hasn't played a lot, and maybe we put these expectations just super high on these kids, but whatever, they got to produce. They're
right,
paid a
but
lot of money.
Okay,
so win games on Sunday.
So let's measure the exact time that he has spent on the field in live action, not just starts. Okay, but playing time in the preseason.
Yeah. It's about 14 minutes.
Yeah, about 14 minutes, exactly.
It's not very long.
Okay, so the kid hasn't got a full season under his belt. He does have the advantage of being able to go to all the meetings and get all the tutelage and all the teaching and to see and experience a full season on the sideline, but it's not like being in there. And we've seen he can hang. We've seen the kid can play, but they have to figure out how to get him settled down in throwing off schedule. It's as simple as that.
There's value in being in the building,
right?
Clearly, but
Tons.
You still got to play football,
right?
You still got to get out there and throw the ball.
Yeah, he's going to get the play call. Yeah. He's going to have everybody in position.
On the other side of that, Caleb, who I've been banging on a little bit, or at least kind of being real about what his deficiencies are. Last 3 games, 145 passer rating in the fourth quarter. Total opposite of what we just said about McCarthy. So Bears are going in there, but Minnesota's a home favorite, 2.5 points. Man, I don't even. It's the Bears for me.
It's the Bears for me too. Here, you get your first sweep. We're seeing
the Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams development.
Yes, the maturation. We are seeing the reason why Caleb Williams was drafted first, number 1 overall, in the first damn place. Okay, he's good.
Caleb Williams, made a throw last week. It was on the tape. I talk about it all the time. Mr. Cosell, I watch a little coward. He said he made a throw rolling to his right. It was a 40-yard dart that he said maybe Patrick Mahomes could make, but that's about it. Those 2 guys could make that throw. So the ability on this kid is not ever going to be a question, physical ability. But again, it was the other issues. It was from huddle to snap. It was the pre-read stuff. It was getting comfortable, making consistent throws. And last 3 weeks, I'm not saying again, short sample size, but it's working a little bit, and it's a stark contrast from where he was. And that's good. Progress is what you're looking for.
It's funny, those second generation guys, Mike Lombardi, who is the general manager of North Carolina's football program, and we have Greg Cosell, who comes on various talk shows and just spits straight wisdom. Okay, every time you listen to that guy, he gives you the goods. It may as well be etched on tablets, okay, and handed to you. Yeah, and I have noticed various plays by Williams that shows you the same thing that he was doing in college. Because when he was in college and he had to improvise, that's when you got some of those freakish plays where it's a 40-yard frozen rope, thrown three-quarter sidearm just over the head of a defensive lineman who puts his hands up and the ball goes right through, nutmegs his hands over his head. You know, one of those deals. We're starting to see that now.
Yeah, Duzé's been really good. But also, too, again, what most teams have been doing the last few years is they're recently with Monangai forced to play because of the injuries to Swift. Now you got two guys capable back there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Last week, that offense looked like it was finally,
Yeah, don't anybody look surprised that all of a sudden the Chicago offense starts to look like the Detroit offense. Don't be surprised.
Yeah, they look really good right
Don't
now.
be shocked.
So anyway,
I mean,
we're on the Bears in that game.
Yeah, I'm all over the Bears in that game.
And that's a big statement game. I mean, even they're coming in as a dog. The total's a higher total, 48.5, so there could be some points in that game.
That would be an over for me.
It could be. Again, but the deal is, though, is that the Bears' defense has not been playing well. Not as well as the offense has been playing. So if they can get even just a little bit better, again, that team can build some momentum on both sides. That's interesting. So
okay.
So
next,
Packers-Giants.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a little Micah Parsons. I just want to quickly talk about how's that trade working out for you so far. I'm going to say we don't know. I can tell you that the Dallas Cowboys, when they made the trade, were ridiculed and were like, what is Jerry doing and whatever. But they got 2 first-round picks.
I was one of those people.
Kenny Clark, okay, who's playing pretty well right now.
Who's playing, yeah.
He's playing pretty well. 2 first-round picks for a guy that in the last 2 games, small sample size, no pressures, no quarterback sacks, okay.
And you know one of those 2 first-rounders is probably going to be an edge rusher.
Yeah, probably. And just another one's going to be a free square because I got another pick. Here's what I'm saying in this trade is that a lot of times when these big, high-profile players are moving around, we always bang on the team that moves them. Oh, there's got to be a problem with the team. The organization, they can't keep their players, and they can't figure out the business. Okay, now that's been maybe some of the story with Jerry, and I know Jerry will never get the benefit of the doubt in these situations. But I think this is a win for the Cowboys because, again, they're going to get whatever they want and then another whatever they want, and they have a Pro Bowl player already potentially in-house in that trade.
Well, they were in a bad situation. Okay, it's as simple as that. When the deal went down, they were in a bad situation. Jerry paid CeeDee Lamb. Jerry paid Dak Prescott. Jerry was going to pay various other members of the offensive line that they were keeping. Yeah. Okay, and offensive linemen ain't cheap. $15 to $35 million a year, O-linemen. So he saw what was going to be happening this year and next year, and he could not afford to pay his mercurial, I love that word, mercurial, outside linebacker, whatever, positionless defender on the front 7, could not pay him $40 million, which is what he wanted. He could not pay that. Even though he is, I mean, listen, if there was no salary cap, Micah would still be a Cowboy. Fact. Okay, if there was no salary cap, he'd still be there. You pay it because he's worth $40 million in the right situation. I think that they're still learning how to use him in Green Bay. I really do.
I'm not banging on the Packers or the defense or even Micah Parsons. I'm just saying that the Cowboys are going to end up winning that trade overall.
Yeah.
Now the Packers could benefit, and right now the Packers are still in contention. And again, like I said, week to week, we bang on these teams.
I have never seen a contender, okay, I'm using air quotes, contender, who people bag on left and right. Like, people are disappointed in them, but they're contenders.
Yeah, well, they're going into the Giants today, who are just another wounded mess.
The return of J-Mo.
Yes.
And we have another name for him. And I'm trying not to curse today.
I'll say fucko.
Because I have a filthy mouth.
That's not a curse. You put an O in the end. It's a verb.
It's a fucko, so it's a verb.
It's a verb.
Yeah, I mean, as we all recall, J-Mo helped the Bruise Brothers win the final 6 games of a season and then blister through the playoffs.
Blister.
And people were saying, I can't believe it. He threw 4 interceptions, but he threw 5 touchdowns and 500 yards.
That's the year he had. Yeah, 50 and 50. The only 50 and 50 guy in football history.
Yep.
50 touchdowns and 50 picks.
Brought the belt where it belongs.
So, yeah, the Giants have him today.
I started him over Matt Stafford. Yeah, I know, I'm nuts.
When? Today?
Yeah. I got Stafford started in my 0-10 team.
Oh my god.
0-10. I have an 0-10 fantasy football team.
I love Stafford.
This is like a group meeting for psychiatry because I need.
All right, so
therapy
let's pick this game. The Giants are a 7-point home dog. Ouch, with a very low total. Weather up there, it's starting to turn. People, you need to get a hold of this weather and figure out what these games are.
Give me the Giants +7 plus fucko and the over.
Wow, it's a lot.
What's the line?
7 and 41.5.
41.5. Oh, that's going to be over. Take it. How bad's the weather?
It's not terrible, but it's a little breezy.
Ah.
Breezy. The only orange game today was the Steeler game. We didn't talk about it yet.
Oh.
But 25-mile-an-hour winds, sustained, gross, gust more. Wind
Great.
sucks.
Both quarterbacks going to throw for 300 yards.
Probably. Wind sucks for football. So I'm on the Packers here. Again, Vegas is telling me that the Giants are close to done. We don't know what to expect with the new coach. By the way, new coach. David got fired. 6th coach in 9 years for the Giants. Great job.
Kafka-esque.
Kafka? Isn't that a pastry?
No, Kafka is a director. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So it's the Packers for me laying the 7 points against an I don't know.
I'll take those 7 points. I will jump on the back of number 19, spouting absolute gibberish quotes. What is it? The horses that win the war, something. But yeah, go ahead. I'm all over the Giants today.
I thought Kafka was a dessert, so I don't
know.
No. So yeah, okay, fine. So one of us is going to look really smart today because we haven't agreed on anything yet.
I always look really smart,
which is great. So all right,
the glasses.
Now, since you mentioned it, how smart you are at starting Jameis Winston over Matt Stafford,
genius.
Let's talk about Matt Stafford. Good game today. Battle of the NFC. Probably the 2 best teams in the NFC.
I like that Seattle defense, man.
Seattle and the offense, too. How about this? The Seattle Seahawks have given up the least amount of sacks this year. The Seattle Seahawks defense has the most sacks this year. What does that tell you? That tells you that they got the trenches right. Okay? Pretty important there in Seattle, right? Offensive line, defensive line.
Very.
That being said,
huge.
I love Matt Stafford today. I love the Rams today in this game. What's the total in this game? It's a high one, too. You wouldn't think it is. It's 48.5. Blasted. Alternate to 60. Oh, yeah.
Blasted.
31-30 Rams in this game today. Both teams are going bonkers. I love Matt Stafford for my fantasy DFS quarterback today. He made my little short pile of quarterbacks. I couldn't find quarterbacks this week. I wanted to pay up for Josh Allen, most expensive quarterback on the slate.
And they're in LA?
And, yeah, they're in LA. So
okay.
The weather is just a perfect, nice 65-degree day in sunny LA. All right, back to my quarterback train. My little piles of quarterbacks. It was Josh Allen was the most expensive guy, and I'm like, I don't know, it's too much pressure. So I went down a little bit, and I was like, my next guy was going to be Sam Darnold. It's about $600 less than Josh Allen. And his numbers over the last 4 weeks, for the whole season, he's got like 26 touchdowns and 2 picks all year. It's pretty good. He's throwing in now probably the best tandem in the league. We saw what they did to the Niners last week, although the Niners secondary, they've given up. I'm also getting a hookup. I got Devontae. Got them both. I got the Stafford Devontae hookup today for DFS. Get you some of that. No, say something.
Seattle's newly acquired wide receiver, was it Rashid Shaheed?
Yes, from the Saints.
From the Saints?
Yes. Fire sale.
Last week,
5 catches, did he have or something like that?
With 3 catches on 5 targets, I think it was.
Yeah, I mean, he's
a lot of deep balls. They are going to. He's just getting synced up. He's just getting synced up. You got to give them a little bit of time. A few more than they had, like 3 practices or 4 practices. Okay, but he and Darnold are going to get like this, and suddenly those points per game are going to go. Now you may be right. It's going to be 31-30 today.
More.
Okay, but
Alternates
you
65.
look for Shaheed. Look for that guy to blow up a bit. He may have a huge day. He may have a gigantic day.
He may.
Okay.
But I love the Rams.
You love the Rams.
Before we get on,
I'm on Seattle.
You're going to have to change Jameis Winston and put Stafford back in.
Nope.
That's a terrible decision.
Nope.
Terrible.
Nope.
Terrible decision.
Nope. My goal is to finish one game better than the 2 guys in the toilet bowl. I don't want to be in the toilet bowl.
Okay.
I know I'm not going to the playoffs, but I just want to finish one place above the toilet bowl. It's been a really, really bad league fantasy year for me.
It's been a bad morning, too. You spent a lot of room in the time in the toilet this morning, okay? I mean, it's been back and forth.
What? That's just good health.
Oh, Jesus.
It's your constitution.
So anyway, yeah.
Anyway. That's disgusting.
And it was gross. Let me ask you a question about records, since we're banging on some of these teams and stuff like that.
Okay.
What does the record mean? That's my question. We're looking at 2 teams. Okay, 7-2. You got the Rams, we just mentioned, 7-2.
Yeah.
And the Eagles, who we have yet to discuss in today's matchup. Whose horse are you on? You on the Eagles' horse? With the A.J. Brown drama, with the clear difference between last year's Saquon Barkley and this year's Saquon Barkley, and a defense that is, again, very good roster-wise, playing good defense. Obviously, last week, the way they handled Green Bay, they played phenomenal. But other than Super Bowl champ, and other than, again, carrying that pedigree and having the grown-up in the room, Jalen Hurts, are you on them, or are you on a Rams team that, outside of what we were all wrong on, which was Matthew Stafford's health to this point, because he's been a beast, and the acquisition of Devontae Adams, which has been, again, we said the best tandem now probably in football for those two, for 1 and 1A, who are you on? I think there's 2 different 7-2 teams there. And after today, if I'm right about the Rams, and they beat Seattle, the other contender in the NFC, now it's the Rams at 8-2. With a pedigree and a resume against an Eagles team that what are you resting on? The names on the jerseys, or what you're looking at every Sunday?
All right, you match them up side by side, and let's say that the talent is pretty close. Okay, let's say the talent comparison is pretty close.
Let's go with just the 3 main positions. Quarterback, who you got? Darnold, Hurts.
I'm gonna quantify it with age.
Darnold.
No. Hurts.
No.
Hurts isn't going up against the best defense in the NFL.
That's where we disagree, because I think we're locked into the fact that Hurts works for the Eagles.
I know.
I don't know if Hurts works for the Niners. I don't know if Hurts works for the Seahawks. I don't know if Hurts works for the Patriots and these
it's
sorts.
the same concept as Tua Tagovailoa.
I'm just saying.
Okay, although I do believe that Tua would be be just as successful in a different system. But the system is catered to his skill set.
The only thing that you have to do for Stafford is protect him. That's it.
Yeah.
And he destroys everything he sees.
I don't disagree.
Sam Darnold is the best quarterback in football over the last year and a half statistically. Touchdowns.
And Stafford probably has the strongest arm outside of Joe Burrow.
Okay, fine. But what I'm saying is that if you're winning today and you're dropping these guys from the sky, I got the 2 quarterbacks I named are ahead of your guy, Jalen Hurts. Now, again, I'm not banging Jalen Hurts. Right. I love Jalen Hurts. I consistently say
Hurts' legs make up for his deficiency in accuracy, and he's not that inaccurate.
That's fine. So when they're down by 14, which fortunately the Eagles are good enough to really never be down 14, are they going to count on Jalen Hurts' legs?
Yes, okay. They've done it a dozen times.
All right, dozens of times. All right, next.
He has run them down to field goal range and game over.
I disagree. I love him, but I don't think I'm taking him in that one situation. You put my glasses on now,
All right,
you got me started.
Next game.
You got me started. McCaffrey and the Niners. This is an interesting thing about McCaffrey, another guy that just keeps going. It's like the Energizer Bunny on steroids, right?
I'm so mad at him for what he did to the Dolphins.
Here's the numbers. It's crazy. 700 yards, 70 catches. He's a running back, by the way. 626 yards on the ground, 180 touches.
Oh, we're still on San Francisco.
Well,
okay, go ahead.
No, I jumped to San Fran being the next game.
Oh, okay.
He is one of 4 running backs all time with 7,000 total rushing yards and 5,000 receiving yards.
Right, and he's going to get like 650 touches this year. Right?
Marcus Allen, Marshall Faulk, Tiki Barber, the other 3. Those guys, that's a pretty good list right there. There's no question what he is to that team. He is the team. He is the offense. He is the Energizer Bunny. He's whatever. He makes it go. And it's incredible what he's doing. And today will be no different. They're a 3-point favorite going into a banged-up Cardinals team who is it Jacoby again?
Yes, Jacoby Brissett.
Okay. Last week was a disaster for the Cardinals offensively, even though McBride got a ton of targets. I'm on him again today, by the way. Because the Niners, again, we saw they can't their secondary is terrible. Terrible. This is another big totals this week. This is a game where I think it does go over the total, but this is tough.
By the way,
I think
Washington takes a 13-6 lead. I'm trying to find out who scored the touchdown.
Oh my God, I feel so bad for Kevin if you're watching.
Looks like it was Deebo Samuel.
So I'm on the Cardinals here, just because of the inability of the Niners to cover anybody, and I'm on McBride, so I want the Cardinals. I want Jacoby
Big day
Brissett.
for McBride. Big, gigantic.
I want Jacoby to do the repeat performance from 2 weeks ago, with a little bit of McBride this week. So I'm gonna get the points at home, and it's the Cardinals +3. Hey, buddy, over here.
I'm checking on the status of the game. The Dolphins are in the red zone.
Brooming it.
My brother is bitching, yelling, and screaming, including the McBride props, McBride daily. Get it.
Is your brother watching right now?
Hell no, he's not watching. My mother and my brother are fanatical Dolphin fans.
Paper champion.
So they don't care about my show while the Dolphins are on at 11 o'clock.
Fine.
I didn't expect them to. I didn't expect them to go, full R word and start texting me and calling me.
Yeah.
But nobody cares. Nobody cares about what I love.
Do you know where Justin Fields is right now?
Where?
The bank.
Yeah.
At the bank. You know they're giving him $30 million guaranteed.
The definition of overpaid. Everybody bitches about how
For
Tua
the next
Tagovailoa
2
is
years.
overpaid.
2 years.
Right. Everybody bitches about how overpaid Tua is. But no, take a look over here, because Tua has had what can be measured as quantifiable success. Okay, good games, good seasons, led the league in passing yardage and completion percentage. Okay, he's had quantifiable success that justifies some of his numbers, some of the money that he makes. What has Justin Fields done? Can you tell me?
I don't think anybody's really comparing Justin Fields to Tua.
No, I'm just talking about overpaid players. Tagovailoa.
Him too. Yeah, they're not comparing.
Overpaid players.
Oh, listen. The business of the NFL is if we ran our personal lives the way the NFL run their businesses in terms of we would be eating green beans out of a can.
We would have $64,000 of credit card debt.
But again, it doesn't matter because their revenue stream is just off the chain. But again, in terms of like smart decisions, obviously these franchises get stuck. I think in terms of like especially the early round draft picks, the quarterbacks, all these guys, expectations.
Right.
It's kind of a vicious circle, and unfair because the
61
players.
yards rushing, by the way, for Achane.
How much?
61 so far.
Okay. What do you mean, the third quarter?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I said.
Yeah, it's after halftime. I'm paying attention.
So he's over the prop, and I said he was going to go over 100 today. So, all right. That being said, we got some more foosball to talk about.
Foosball, it's the devil.
Foosball is the Bobby Boucher.
Next game.
All right, we'll go games. I got notes. I got games. I got notes. Ravens Browns, really quick. It's a big spread. The Browns are a home dog, 7.5 points. The Browns, I don't think they've given up more than 13 points at home this year. Okay. This is a divisional game.
I have never seen a worse mismanagement of the quarterback position in the history of the NFL.
The only way the Ravens cover this spread, in my opinion, is if the Browns turn the ball over like 4 times, because and give the Ravens a lot of short fields, and because the game's also got some weather, a little windy, a little gross. It's Cleveland, okay, it's that time of year, and the Ravens haven't been wowing anybody defensively for sure. So it's not like, I mean, again, the Browns' offense doesn't scare you, but still, it should, again, with a running approach and the way Junkins has been handling the load, they're going to try and do the same. I think he gets a ton of touches today. The game is a low-scoring, gross, old, divisional rival game.
Just say it.
Browns, lay the point, or get the points at home. 7.5.
In a grinder?
38.5 is the total. It'll go under. I think first team to 12. We should just call it. Just end it right there. So we'll see what happens. Chiefs Broncos. All right, little narrative. Let's have a conversation.
This is gonna be fun.
Nobody on this planet, except for maybe you and I, have the ability to look out at the landscape of the NFL over the next week, 2, 3, 4, and paint a picture. Okay, and be able to say this is going to happen. They're going to catch this team, and he's going to go this far, and whatever. Okay, nonsense.
Agreed.
The Chiefs, once they finally seem to offensively click over the last few weeks, statistically, best offense in the league, and Patrick Mahomes, they've got guys back. Everybody's healthy. Yeah, they're moving the ball.
Heavy.
Okay. They, at that point, were 3 games behind the Broncos, okay, who are right now sitting atop of the division 8-2. They're still 3 games back. They're 5-4. And everybody assumed that Denver was going to collapse because Bo Nix is showing some chinks in the armor and whatever. And it's the Chiefs, and it's the love affair with McCarthy and Patrick.
It's Sean Payton.
Do you know how difficult it is in a 16-game, 17-game now season to pick up 3 full games on a team in your division that's playing very well?
Sean Payton football.
It's like a 12-game lead in an NL East in the end of August. Okay, it normally doesn't happen. And not saying Chiefs aren't a playoff team, not saying they're not playing well. This right here is an opportunity for the Broncos, in my opinion, to just be like the big
put their foot on their neck,
to give them a big FU. And I really think the defense today in the Broncos is going to be the story, because the leading rusher for the Chiefs is still Patrick Mahomes. Okay, and without an efficient run game, I'm not saying that the Chiefs are one-dimensional, because they've got many weapons, and the way they use those weapons, and of course Patrick Mahomes, we know the whole story. It's not the same Broncos team the Chiefs have played in the past. It's not the same Chiefs team that the Broncos have played. The playing field is much more even as it's ever been, and I give the advantage in this situation to the Broncos at home. It's a home game for the Broncos. That place, if you had to stick me in the stadium today, that would be the stadium I'd want to be in to watch the game, right? Because that game right there, to me, outside of the Rams-Seattle game, is the best game on TV.
Sure, but let me give you how it's going to go. Okay, the game script. Okay, you may see Denver come out and go 3-and-out with the ball first. Denver comes out 3-and-out, or Kansas City takes the kickoff. And from wherever they are, bing, bang, boom, 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 drive down, pick a field goal, maybe score a touchdown. Okay, but what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of Patrick Mahomes running for his life. Throwing on the run. All the things that make him super talented, sure. But the difference is that defense keeps it up, keeps it coming, all 60 minutes. Period. And that offense, they are searching for balance. You must get the balance. Okay? Yeah, they are searching for the balance. And with R.J. Harvey now taking the number 1 running back spot, very versatile young man, dare I say, in the style of an Alvin Kamara.
Who's just not the same player as he was.
No. But young man is due for a 20-touch game. Although I do think that Kansas City has a good defense, I don't think that they're ready to contain this kid. He's going to be the big difference maker. A couple of down-the-field shots to Sutton. I think Denver houses Kansas City. Kansas City comes out and scores first. They're hanging early. but the adjustments and the stick-to-itiveness and the stubbornness and the Sean Payton football. Yes.
Sutton the last couple of weeks, not the same player.
No.
Little disconnect there. Troy Franklin's been the guy leading the team in targets.
Right.
By the way, early acquisition, like week 3 of our fantasy.
What do you want, a cookie?
I'm just saying, Troy Franklin. Now I do love Cortland Sutton, but this is the type of game where the stars shine, and
Yep.
Sutton's still the one. And
Look for a long ball there.
or just a big play in the end zone, something like that.
Deep targets.
Yeah, something, whatever the case. I just think Denver, this is an opportunity game for them to make a statement and then really just completely choke the division and just take control at that point.
And it'll be pretty much over from there.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. Now the Chiefs are favored, so Vegas is telling you F you Denver, and they're like, the Chiefs are still the Chiefs, and but I'm taking the points. And I think it's even a hook. It is. It's 3.5.
Well, here, let me hook this.
Oh, please.
Hook.
All right, one more game. We got the big bad Lions against the Eagles, and the Eagles are home, 2.5 point favorite.
Are you attempting to say Eagles?
No, I'm saying Eagles.
The Eagles?
The Eagles. And that game against the Packers was different, right? I don't see many 0-0 halftime games anymore. What happened? What do we do?
Ollie Gordon, anytime touchdown, baby.
I told you, I love it.
Oh,
Smart.
Now you got to do is win by a field goal.
The Eagles really shut down the Packers. Packers kind of really shut down the Eagles, right? First half. That was 0-0. Monday night splash.
I would say that it was more Eagles' misadventure. I believe one of their tush pushes got stopped.
Bound to happen.
It's people are stopping it with more frequency.
Jared Goff's numbers are kind of eye-popping. 20 touchdowns, 3 picks. That's pretty good. Right?
Steady Eddie.
Man, he again, another guy that we talked about, Stafford. All you got to do is protect. If you protect Jared Goff, it's a wrap. He's going to make you pay. And Gibbs and Montgomery and the offense and Laporta, again, weapons. They do.
Well,
now,
Laporta's
not
out.
playing. Right? He's not playing today. You're right. Not playing
I
today.
got it out before you did.
No Porta. As soon as I said it, I
He
remembered.
hates when I get info out ahead of him.
Yeah, Porta's out. So, but again, it doesn't matter. Again, the Eagles, what are they going to do today? I mean, are the Eagles going to try and win this game 10-7? Or are they going to be in a position where the Lions get out early and they're going to have to, like we said, hey, oh, by the way, this could be what we talked about. I would love to see the Lions jump out early in this game. And I want to see Jalen Hurts run over the field down 14 points and get 6 yards of carry. That's what I want to see. So, you know what? F you, Eagles. And I'm taking the Lions, and I'm going to get points, 2.5, bite up to 3 if you can. And
Get that hook out of there.
the hook. Take the Lions, 2.5 points. Thank you very much. Bite a kneecap, do something, and
No kneecap biting here. Give me the Eagles. EAGLES. Eagles.
you call them I think Eagles.
Welcome back, Saquon Barkley.
Oh gosh, where is Saquon? It's like, where is Carmen Sandiego?
And there's a reason why, listen, and there's also a reason why they went out and traded for Tank Bigsby. Okay, because they needed somebody to take a couple of series off of Saquon's plate because they want him fresh in the postseason. They know that they can't give the guy 300 touches back-to-back years. They know they can't. They're smart. So let's do that. So what's left? We can actually wrap this thing up before 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I was bragging about my DFS.
Right, but
Yeah.
we're out of games, so let's go to your DFS.
Yeah, well, we talked about the Steelers game. That was really the last game. I saved it for last. Bengals and Steelers. Orange for weather. Brown for poop. Yeah. What other colors do we need to explain this game? Here's the thing. All right.
Flacco, not Fucko.
In
Flacco.
From just a DFS perspective, I think the Flacco Chase combination is going to be super popular, and it should be because Chase had 38 catches against us last time. Flacco made us look like we weren't even playing defense. Now, 3 days off the couch for him as well in that spot. So, again,
how's the whole Jalen Ramsey thing working out for you?
pretty well. You would think that it's going to be just rinse and repeat, but that's not the NFL. And the Steelers, their defense...
Adjustments have been made.
No, I'm not saying about that. I'm just saying every squirrel finds a nut. And I think that today the Steelers will find that nut. And their defense will make plays and make it uncomfortable for them. And therefore not get that ceiling, high potential game that people are expecting out of that combination. So I'm on the Steelers. I don't know why, but I just am. And again, maybe a lower
wacko for Flacco.
Lower scoring game, I think. I don't think there's going to be. I think you're in the low 20s for both teams.
You talked about bad weather last week, and both quarterbacks threw for more than 230 yards and touchdowns and threw the ball all over the place.
Well, Caleb was a lot on the ground last week.
Oh, for crying out loud.
And
I'm on the Bengals.
All right, we'll take them.
Let's talk about your DFS, and then let's wrap this sucker up, because, yes, I want to go catch the end of the Dolphins game.
I'm sure you do. So
I won't be able to do that if I'm working for the Joe or any other Odyssey sports talk show. But then again, I'll probably be recording these.
Here is my pack of quarterbacks today. It's not very long. I got 2.
It's only a 2-pack?
That's it. You're either paying up for Josh Allen at like 7,800, most expensive quarterback on the board. We talked about how much they need the game. They're a 6-point favorite. They should score.
Yeah, and get that anytime TD, too, because he's going to run one in.
And I paid down for Stafford, who you don't like, apparently.
I do like him.
And the reason
I needed
being,
to get my first win in Screwy Louie.
that total is a high total. I already been bragging about go to the alternate line for 70
Sure.
points. So give me some points
I
in
hope
that
he
game.
goes bananas.
Running backs that I'm on. Bijan Robinson today's in a plus spot.
Bijan.
Back to the Buffalo game again. 6-point favorite. Take a running back. Cook's pretty good. I like him. I'm on Jalen Warren today for the Steelers. He was good last time against the Bengals. He's a 20-plus touch guy in that offense.
See, I'm on Kenneth Gainwell because the Steelers, listen, their offense has been bogging because they've been going away from Gainwell. You notice that Gainwell's only gotten about 4 touches the last 2 games.
Okay.
And how many points have you scored? Seriously.
All right, well, it's not. Gainwell's not the answer on the offense.
But
Warren's
he's
still getting
one
his.
of the answers.
All right, Warren's still getting his.
In spite of the fact that I'm starting him today, he is one of the answers.
That's more of a lean than it is a take. So. All right, so wide receivers.
Yeah.
The Bears, I think there's points in that game. And last week, DJ Moore didn't play, but the prior week to that, he was getting fed. And I think they just go right back to him this week. So I really like him. I was on Nico last week. I'm on him again. He's been averaging 12 targets a week. Give me 12 targets in Nico Collins anytime against Tennessee. Buffalo, let's see how Shakir does every couple of weeks. Shakir is a best ball guy for me because you can never tell when that guy goes off. But somebody's going to have to put points in that Buffalo game today. So pick it. It's either Allen and Shakir.
Dawson
Cook has a big
Knox.
day. Somebody does.
Dawson Knox.
And the emergence of Drake London over the last, I don't know, season has been tremendous.
Is it really an emergence?
Well, what I'm saying is that early on there was a clear difference between his home and road splits. And again, maybe that was more quarterback based. It was just, again, small sample size. But I'm watching this kid make plays, and he's top talent. He's one of the best guys in the league. So Give me some Drake London on the receiver side. And one tight end, again, you're paying up here. But last week, Trey McBride got a bunch of targets. Mm-hmm. This week, he should get a bunch of targets. The Niners can't cover anybody, and that game should stay somewhat competitive. So positive game script. Can't cover. Give me the best guy in the field.
I'll give you 2 alternative tight
Trey
ends.
McBride.
I'll give you 2 alternative tight ends. Dalton Kincaid is out today, so look for Dawson Knox to have his 1 or 2 big games a year today. And look for Cade Otton against said Buffalo Bills
I had him last week.
to find the end zone. Okay. Probably catch 4 or 5 balls. So those are your alternatives for those.
All right.
What about your kickers? All right, so that's going to wrap us up for this week. We'll see you next week here, 11 a.m. sharp. I won't. He's not going to be able to wear the shirt. I got to go get him some. I'm going to get you one of those shirts. I have to get it in like 2XL so that when you wash it, it shrinks and it fits you.
Kickers.
Because you look great in yellow.
Kicker. It's my favorite color.
I know. So thanks so much, everybody, for watching. We're not even going to run the break. We're just going to take off because we're getting into 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and it's tied at 13 from Madrid, Spain. So we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for you guys at Odyssey for watching and seeing how we end our show. We'll see you guys. Make sure you like and follow for both of you that are watching on YouTube.
Send me a text.
And send him a text. And we'll see you guys here on Facebook Live, Twitch, and YouTube next week in the Gonzo Radio Sports Desk. Bye.